Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we will be reviewing every Zoan type in the Mine No Meat mod. In the order of my special ranking, from worst to best. Let's start off with the human fruit, or the Hito no Mi. This was eaten by Chopper, which granted him human-like abilities, basically letting him become anything he wanted in the human world. As you can see, as a human, it gives us no abilities, but so really there's no actual point in eating this. Now we have the Momo fruit, which was eaten by Miss Merry Christmas from Baroque Works. So, first, mole point, or whatever. Using this ability, I can dig blocks faster. And if I dig down a little bit, I can use this ability, which digs a tunnel for me. Now, there's this, which I don't know what it actually does. I think it just makes me stronger or gives me more claws. Either way, I really don't care. Let me just get rid of this dirt and then we'll move on. Oh my god. This sucks. Now, let's move on. Next up is the Kame no Mi, or the Turtle fruit. This only has the 2 points, and Kame walk point and Kame guard point. I really don't know why they included rideable for this one, but I'm not the mod creator. As you can see, I am now a turtle man. And now I am literally just a turtle. I can't jump, and I'm slow. The only upside to this fruit is that you get extra protection. Otherwise, it's completely useless. Now, let's eat the Bato no Mi. This is at the bottom of the C tier now. It has Bat Heavy Point, Bat Fly Point, Bat Bite, and Sonic Boom. This is the heavy point. It lets me jump higher, and it gives me these really cool wings. Here is the fly point, which lets me, as the name suggests, fly. Here's Bato Bite, which I could... I wonder if that's... No, okay. And now, here's Sonic Boom. It creates a big explosion, like most attacks in this mod. Anyways, it's useful in some ways. Now, let's try the Sai no Mi. It has the heavy point, walk point, and 1 attack. Heavy point? They did a really good job with the heavy point. And I've become a rhino man that doesn't look like a villain from Shrek. This one is the walk point, which turns me into a full rhino. Just take a look at this glorious specimen. Yeah. Then there's the horn dash, which is the attack move of the fruit. Still pretty good for looks. Now, we can eat the Inu no Ni, model wolf. I think this takes heavy inspiration from the big bad wolf. We all know the fairy tale. Little piggies make houses, and the wolf blows them down, and then they die. Now, who's making the script? So, let's just grab all the abilities. Heavy point. Walk point. Hunt. Chasing prey. Blow your house down, and big bad scratch, and big bad bite. Now, heavy point. This looks like a Shrek villain. Yeah, badly modelled. But I can't say. I can say the same about the walk point. It's honestly not modelled that well. This is the pounce, hunting, big bad, blow your house down, which of course creates an explosion. Big bad scratch, which also creates an explosion. And big bad bite, which is another attack move. You can't see it though. Now, let's have the bird fruit. Model Falcon. No, this is the middle of the D tier. So, let's grab all the abilities. I think half of these moves actually don't work because I can't fly, even as a bird. Like, literally, I have the bird fruit. Oh, look at that, I'm flying. That's honestly pretty rare for me. Like, this thing never works. I think this is Tobazume? No. And this is another move. I don't know what they're called. Yeah, so it's a pretty useful fruit. Now, the Ushu no Mi, model giraffe. This was eaten by Kaku of CP0, and he even awakened it. It honestly doesn't have many abilities, but I think we can work with it. This is the hybrid form. They did a good job with it, I think, and they deserve some credit. This is the walk point. Looks pretty good as well, but not as good as the heavy point. This big arm, I don't know what this does, honestly, but it does something, so that's great. Now, let's get our first mythical Zoan. The Ryu no Mi, model Pterodon. Let's just grab everything. Pterodon. And so, let's try the heavy point. Looks ridiculous, like most bird devil fruit heavy points. Just gives me wings. Quite useless. I think that was like a tailspin, and this is some other move. Creates an explosion, as always. Let's just fly ourselves out of here. Yeah. This is the assault point. Here's big grab. It makes you go really fast. Like, it's basically the dash attack of the devil fruit. This one, it's another dash attack. Yeah. Fly around really fast. So, really good, I'd say. Now let's go on to our second row, like this. The Ushi Ushi no Mi, Model Bison. Here's the heavy point, walk point, fiddle beneath. Heavy point. They honestly did an okay job with this. There's this thing, and fiddle beneath, which is probably the dash attack. So that's cool. Now we're at the bottom of the B tier. This is the Sarasara no Mi Model Axolotl. This one's really good because it has heavy point, which, as you can see, has a lot of buffs. Walk point, which is used to trigger most all of the abilities, like Play Dead, Poison Spit, and Axolotl Heal. Let's try them all out. Poison Spit, Play Dead. So, heavy point. This is probably the why I put it in B tier and not C, because of this heavy point. It's pretty funny, honestly. This is Axolotl Heal, I think. Walk point, Poison Spit, and Play Dead. I can't use any of my abilities, but I can move really slowly, which is great. Yeah, it's really good. Here's the Ryu no Mi, Model Allosaurus. This is the second ancient Zoan of the video. Heavy point. And walk point. They did, I'd say, not very well on this one. Here's the bite, I think. This is the walk point and tail spin. This really doesn't have much content into it. Now, here's Yamato's fruit. It has quite a few abilities. Let's grab them all. Heavy point, walk point, ice blast, this big mace thing, I don't know. Number 4, which I think creates makes me slower. Something. I don't know what it actually does. Maybe it creates an explosion like most attacks. No, apparently it does absolutely nothing. This creates some ice. This just makes me jump up. And this is the ice. This makes a lot of ice. And here's the warp point again. It looks pretty good and it has some good abilities. Now we're getting to the top of the B tier. This is Rob Lucci's fruit, also from CP0, like Kaku. Heavy point, warp point. And this looks pretty cool, but looks more like a ocelot than a thingy. This just makes me stronger, like most abilities. And his ferocious leap. So Lucci actually awakened this fruit just like Kaku did, and it let him get the awaken point. I think maybe ability awaken. No, I don't. Maybe not. Anyways. Now we're getting to the top of the B tier. This is the Zuzu no Mi. Heavy point. Here's the heavy point. Looks like a Shrek villain. I think this does something at least. And this is Trunk Shot. Here's the warp point. Makes me slower. And this is the Stomp. The Zuzu no Mi is just the same, but not an ancient Zoan. So we can get rid of that. Now, the Ryu no Mi, model Brachiosaurus. Heavy point, looks ugly from the thing. And Brachiopoma. Heavy point, Brachiosaurus grab. Warp point, and Brachiobomber. Creates a big explosion. Okay, now the Ryu no Mi, model Triceratops. So this is a okay fruit. But hey, at least we're in the A tier now. Actually, the last fruit was A tier. Heavy point. Heavy point. Heavy point. Heavy point. Guard point. 3-point charge. Helicopter frills. Basically activates every move. And here's the tailspin. And now here's the guard point. They did a good job with this one. And 3-point charge, which is the dash attack of the devil fruit. Now we're getting to the top of the A tier and then to the S tier. This is the human fruit, model Diabutsu. It's just like Chopper's fruit, but a bit more ability granting. This only has 1 point, but it's actually really good. It gives you Divine Blessing, Golden Shockwave, Impact Blast, and Zen Impact. This is Diabutsu point. I've literally become Sengoku. This is Divine Blessing. It gives some healing effects to the players around them. And this creates like a gold explosion or something. I don't know. This probably just makes you stronger. And this one is supposed to create a Big Bang. But, well, it's a good fruit. Now, here's Marco's fruit. The Tori Tori no Mi, model Phoenix. This is the very top elite part of A tier. And with only 2 to go, which are the S tier. I think most of these abilities don't work actually, or at least on my computer. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments. Here is the heavy point. Another ridiculous looking bird heavy point. Here is a less ridiculous looking fly point. This, I don't know, creates blue flames. I have Phoenix fly point activated. I don't know. Yeah, this is one of these that don't work. This is like a healing flame or something. No, this is the healing flame. And this is another not working one. But I think it's still a really good fruit. Now, the Gum Gum fruit. Or the Gomu Gomu no Mi. Now, you might be thinking, Charlie, this is not a Zoan type. This is a Paramecia type, you idiot! Well, actually, that's wrong. If you go to episode 1071 and you listen closely, you can hear the 5 Goro say, while Luffy's in Gear 5th, they reveal the fruit's true identity. The human fruit, model Nika. And as you can see, there are quite a few abilities. I'll just be showing the gears and then the Gear 5th abilities. Full body hardening. Gum Gum Pistol has a few. So this Gear 2nd, which makes it go fast. And if you use Gum Gum Pistol, it actually gets changed to Gum Gum Jet Pistol. Now, Gear 3rd. This changes nothing to our body, but if you use a Gum Gum move, it will become huge. Now, Gear EXP Bushisoku 100. This is Gear 4th. It does the classic bobbing animation, and you can fly. And you look like a penguin. Gum Gum Cannon or something. Slash ability awaken. Now I have Gear 5th, which is pretty good, honestly. Gives you a giant form. Sadly, you can't get this in survival mode. But you can get every other ability. And this is Gear 5th. This is, and Gum Gum Pistol becomes Gum Gum King Cotton Gun. This is Gum Gum Dawn Whip, and this is Gum Gum Giant. Gum Gum King Kong Gun. Yeah, it's basically just a bigger version of the Gum Gum Giant Pistol. Anyways, time for the best fruit in the game. The Uo Uo no Mi, Model Seiryu. This is a very, very good fruit. If you wanna be like, this is the best fruit in the game, basically. If you want a fruit that increases your durability, and you like dragons, this is the right fruit for you. It's also very, and I mean very powerful. And it's just honestly awesome. So let's do it. This is the heavy point. It increases your health to like, I don't know, 80 instead of 40. This is something. Forgotten its name. Here is the fly point. It's honestly just a bloody. They didn't really do well with this. Tatsumake. Kind Daiko. And then this other thing. This makes you huge. This. And creates a giant explosion, of course. Now, there's the Chomp, or whatever. And Bolo Breath. Which creates yet another explosion. Yeah, so it's pretty good.